Hi guys, it's Emily from Novell Novels and welcome to today's video. This is my June book haul. Lots of gifts. Yes, I have been gifted 8 books this month and I've only bought 12. So yes, my number this month is like 5 more than last month because like I'm on like 20 books, but to me 20, I was aiming to get below 20 and then I got a gift last night. So you're straight away going to see that and put me on 20. But do you know what? I'm not going to get stressed. We all know when I'm having a low mental health time, which I've been a bit wibbly wobbly at the moment with stuff happening, I tend to buy books. But for me, only buying 12 books this month was quite restrained. I am warning you, July and August will be bigger because in July I'm going out shopping with Vicky, my youngest sister, one of the days, and Charlie another day. So yeah. I'm gonna have to like literally put my fingers on everything and not buy any books when I'm not out. But I've discovered that I tend to like buying books from Morrison's. Morrison's have suddenly started getting really good new releases and they're not expensive. So kind of I've been buying them, kind of Chris has been paying for them. But there is one of these books that Chris definitely bought me because he was with me when I paid for it. So technically I'm gonna say that he bought me one of these. But I don't want to ramble on too much. I have got 8 gifts to show you. 4 of them are from Charlie and I've got 4 other ones. I have got 12 books to show you that I bought. I will show you the full price ones first and then the charity shop ones after that. And I'm really happy with these books. Like, I don't regret any of them. Some of them are going to get read pretty quickly, which something I'm going to be proud of at. So let's stop rambling and let's show you. So Charlie gave me this one. It was a Women's Prize exclusive edition. So she got this at the Women's Prize event last year. And this is Sweat by Emma Healy. I'm not 100% on this because, like, basically I've read an Emma Healy and I didn't like it. But this does look interesting. A pulse racing new novel from the author of Elizabeth is Missing. Actually, I did like Elizabeth is Missing, actually. I thought it was quite good. So this is more of a mystery. By the way, guys, I've got quite a lot of mysteries this month. All Liam wanted was to help Cassie reach her full potential, to push her body to new extremes, exercise determination, being the optimum version of themselves together forever. And Liam always knew what was best. Nothing could break their intense love for one another, not Liam's obsessive desire for physical perfection or his relentless control of every aspect of Cassie's life, until he pushes Cassie beyond her limits and she walks out of their flat and away from their toxic relationship for good. 2 years on, Cassie is stronger, fitter and healthier than ever before, and she sees him, Liam, those flashing green eyes, those stirring muscles, something inside her lips. She holds the power now. It's Liam's turn to sweat. So this does look a bit interesting. It'll be when I'm in the mood for that. Then she got me, again, it was another advanced proof of the women's part of Casey McQuiston's newish book, The Pairing. I loved one of Casey McQuiston's books, and I think it was Red, White and Royal Blue. And I don't know if I've read the last stop. I need to read it. I think I'm going to borrow it from the library. So this is an LGBTQI romance. 2 bisexual exes, Theo and Kit, accidentally booked the same European food and wine tour and challenge each other to hookup competition to prove they're over each other. But sometimes the taste of everything only makes you crave what you can't have. So this does actually look like one I'm going to push up and read this quite soon. 400 pages, so it's quite a long book, but I really loved Red, White and Royal Blue. But I heard mixed things about One Last Stop, so I'm going to give this a go and hopefully I'll really enjoy it. I'm going to put everything away afterwards. Then she gave me The Ghost Cat by Alex Howard, which I've shown you in one of my doodah videos, one of my weekly catch-ups. And this is 12 decades, 9 lives, 1 cat. And it's historically fiction sort of fantasy, I think. It looked like it was fantasy. A beautifully written cat's eye view on 120 years of history. Prepare to be enchanted. So basically, alright, so early morning, 1902, at 77 Marchant Crescent, Aledia, the char lady tips coal into the fire grate and sets it alight. Overhearing, Grimalkin, the cat, ambles over to curl him against the warm heat and lick his favourite human's hand. This is Charlie's last day on Earth before he becomes the ghost cat. This does look really interesting. It's short, it's 200 odd pages, so it's very opposite to those two, but it looks really good, so I'm looking forward. It's got the word cat in the title. And then the one I'm not 100% sure on because it's quite a YA one, and I'm not, you know me and YA. When the Party Ever Stops. When the Party Never Stops. This is Loveboat Taipai by Abigail I've got no idea how to say this. And whenever Wong's parents sent her away for the summer, she expected to attend a strict educational program in Taiwan. Instead, she finds the infamous Loveboat, a free-for-all where hookups abound and adults turn a blind eye and the nightlife runs non-stop. Fun-filled romance, apparently, so could be good. Might be a good fun thing. Those are my books from Charlie. This one is from Chris, because you all know that I love Ali McNamara. It's her latest book, and it's historically fiction. I think it's a bit of fantasy as well, mixed in with contemporary. You know I love her. This is going to get read in August, so prepare to see this on my August book haul, because I want to read it straight away. Eve has always loved antiques. She loves the way an item from the past can offer a glimpse into another world and another time. It's why she painstakingly researches the stories behind each item in the Rainy Day Antiques, her little Cambridge shop, to share with the new owners. It's her way of honouring the past and cherishing the present. Adam is firmly focused on the future. He's only in town to sort out his late grandfather's affairs. When he learns that his grandfather hired Eve to manage the house clearance, Adam can only hope her methods won't delay his return to London. But what neither of them can know is that Adam's grandfather chose Eve for a reason. It's finally the right place and the right time for these two to meet. But what did he have planned for them? Oh my god, I can't wait for that. Oh, I will just put a poll up. I will sort them out afterwards. And then my Amazon anonymous person. So I got this in the post yesterday with no gift note. Whoever sent me this, thank you so much. I love every time I get a gift. I never expect anything, but because obviously I wasn't expecting it, this is so sweet. So I really don't know much about this one, so this one's not getting put away straight away. I know I enjoyed The Lost Bookshop. I know that I want to read The Story of the Collector. It's got the word bakery, Paris. It was on my wish list, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Nestled amongst the cobblestone streets of Pompeii, there existed a bakery unlike any other. Rumours were whispered amongst the town that the pastries offered the taste of magic. Woo! Chasing away the darkest source of sorrows. Just one bite of a croissant may even bring luck, unlock a precious memory, or reveal the hidden longings. For Edie Lane, a recipe for disaster doesn't require that many ingredients. Take an unhealthy amount of wishful thinking, a sprinkle of desperation, and that's how Edie left everything behind in Ireland for a dream job in a bakery in Paris. Except the bakery isn't in Paris, and neither is Edie. Okay, I really need to look at this up on Goodreads, not on Goodreads, on Storygraph, because this does sound really brilliant. So that's not getting put away yet. I need to read it a bit more. Then Thomas's best friend and one of my best friend's little daughter bought me this as a get well gift after my op, and this is Elizabeth Powden's Elizabeth R. Marriage Within My Kingdom, and this was I think she got it from the local charity shop, which is Ava's so sweet. She chose this because she knows that I literally love historical fiction and I love Tudor books, so she chose this for me. So thank you, Ava. Elizabeth I is probably the most, we all know about Queen Elizabeth. Royal marriages in the age of Elizabeth was a political business. A union between great families could be the key to success at home and the makings of great empires. I think this is fiction. I'm not sure if this is fiction or non-fiction, but it does look really good, and it's one I'm intrigued by. It's a nice short and sweet book. It's like just about 200 pages. It's just under 200 pages, so yeah, nice short and sweet Tudor book. I might read it for like a Tudor event or something. And then my last gift to show you, and this is Gut Reaction by Kirby Larson and Quinn Wyatt, and this was gifted to me by the lovely Chatty from the Mad Chatter, and it was a post-operation treat. She told me she was getting it. It could be read. I don't know if I'm going to save it for Spoonies next year, because it's Own Voices, and it's about Tess Medea is losing I think it's to do with like a stomach, something to do with the stomach related health issues. So Tess Medina is still dealing with the loss of her father when she starts a new school, but she stays close to him by doing what she knows best, baking. He taught her everything he knows, but when the tasting her creatures causes a deep stabbing pain, Tess tries to power through it and be strong, but as she powers through the emotional pain. Besides, sharing her baking goods at school might help her make new friends. Luckily for Tess, her baking skills attract the right kind of attention, and she assembles a ragtag team to taste test her creations in preparation for the Jubilee Flowers Junior Baker West Coast competition. After missing out on the Star Baker 3 years ago, this is her chance to redeem herself. But leading up to the competition, Tess's pain worsens, and she's soon avoiding and soon she's avoiding so many foods she can barely eat. When the physical becomes too great, Tess is forced to confront everything she's been trying desperately. Apparently this is own voices, and it's to do with some sort of stomach thing. But it's purple, and you guys now know purple is my favourite colour. Talking about that, you are going to be seeing on July's book haul. I have already ordered, no not ordered, I put by Elle McNichol's latest book because, yeah, Waterstones had it with the sprayed edges, and it has purple sprayed edges. I love Elle McNichol, so I've straight away put that by. But this is purple and it's beautiful. And thank you, Chatty, you are spoiling me rotten. I'm very grateful. Now to the books I've bought. I've got 12 to show you and I'm already on 10 minutes, so I'm going to try not to go too long. Nearly half, you know. So this is Mum's fault. I went to, me and my mum shop weekly at Morrison's together every Monday, and I buy some shopping and I help her. And she saw this, like I wanted to get myself a book that day. Can't even remember why, I was having one of those days. By the way, Sweep's in the video again. And she told me to choose this one, and this is Same Time Next Week by Millie Johnson. It's about friendships, and I love her books. And this is Welcome to Spring Hill, home to a square of independent shops and cafes. Nearby in the cosy back room of Ray's Diner, a group of women meet once a week to share their stories, their hopes and their dreams. It's a place to connect where they can find friendship, understanding and acceptance. Each has their own worries and challenges, the stress of looking after an elderly parent, surviving infidelity, wading through loss and unrequited love, and the feeling of that life could be so much more than it is. But through talking about and laughter, they arm each other with the courage and support with the challenges. So back to Friendship's beautiful book. I love the look of it. Sweet. Now Sweet's on my chair where I'm putting my books. I can't remember if I showed you guys this, but the works. Actually, I'm going to show you this properly in a minute because I did buy two books at the same time. And then another one, the one that feels quite a little bit emotional. Sorry about the wibbly wobbly of this there. This is Elaine Everest's last published book, and it came out not very long ago. Found it in Morrison's again for not very much money. I think this would have been the start of a new series because it's to do with the Woolworths girls, but it's got different characters, and now the table's going to be wobbling because Sweeps decided to be on it, so I'm sorry about this. And it's set at when Blexy Heath's branch of Woolworths is bombed, and he must help save her fellow staff members. I'm sorry about this, guys. Staff members, thankfully uninjured, she's moved to Erith Store, which is where all the other Woolworths girls' books were, where she soon finds her feet. But tragedy close to home is another stark reminder that life can turn on a sixpence. When Annie meets Dean, an American soldier who promises to care for her and her family, she has more than the end of the war to celebrate. I'm just waiting. I think this would have been the start of a series, so I'm a bit gutted. This one's going to be emotional, but I do want to read it soon in honour of her. Then to a book I treated myself from on Amazon. It was my another post-op treat, and this is Heart Song by T.J. Clune. It's the third book in the series, and this focuses on Robbie Fontaine, all Robbie Fontaine ever wanted was a place to belong. Life as a trusted second to Michelle Hughes, at the alpha of all, teaches Robbie what it means to be part of a pack and have a home. When a mission from Michelle sends Robbie into the field, he finds himself questioning everything he's been told. Whispers of traitorous wolves and wild magic abound. Who are the traitors and who are they betrayed? Who are the betrayed? And there he meets, and more than anything, Robbie hungers for the answers, because one of the alleged traitors is Kelly Bennett, who obviously we met in the first book. And the wolf who may be his mate. The truth has a way of coming out, and when it does, everything will shatter. Can't wait to read this. I need to get on with it. I've bought the second and third. Now I need to start reading the bloody things. Then I basically went to the works after work one day because I can't even remember why. And I know Waterstones had a very pretty edition because I basically budgeted to spend a fair amount on this book in the Waterstones edition, and then I saw that the works had it with this edition. Admittedly, the Waterstones one has like some sort of pattern on here, but this was like £15 rather than Waterstones was like 20. So it's got this cover, this front cover, but it's also got an exclusive edition reversible jacket. So it doesn't have all the sprayed edges, but it does have like this reversible edition, which I probably won't turn it over, but it has this, which does look really, really pretty. I always buy Taylor Jenkins Reid's books full price. I always buy them, and I will be reading them soon. I just don't know when. And it's set in the summer of 1980, so I was only like a year old. Astrophysics professor Joan Goodwin begins training to become an astronaut at Houston's Johnson Space Center, along with the exceptional group of fellow candidates: Top Gun pilot Hank Redmond, a mission specialist John Griffin and Lydia Danes, a warm-hearted Donna Fitzgerald, and Vanessa Ford, the magnetic, mysterious astronaut engineer. As all the astronauts prepare for the first flights, Joan finds a passion and love she never imagined. And there's something to do with that. And then in December of 1984, the year Chris was born, on a mission to STS-LR9, everything changes in an instant. It looks beautiful. I cannot bloody wait to read it. But I say to you, I bought that, and then because that was 15, I budgeted to spend 20 quid. Kind of bought myself this as well. I mean, this is Hannah Bonum Young's latest book, Out of the Woods, which, look at the spray edges, look at this pattern down this. I absolutely loved one of her books, and I read it for Spoonies. And this one, literally, I think it's the sequel to, yeah, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's the sequel to Out of the Woods. It's not the next of series. It's the sequel to one I read, Out on a Limb. Yeah, Other Work, Out on a Limb. I think it is basically the sequel to that. So I've got Next of Kin and Next You I've got to read. I think one of them is actually in the works, which I'll probably end up getting that. I could see me getting it, even though I've only just got this one. But this is the sequel to that, and it talks about high school sweethearts, Sarah and Caleb Linwood, have always been a sure thing. For the past 17 years, they've had each other's backs through the ups and downs of life. When Sarah begins to wonder, who is she without her other half, she decides to take on a fundraiser in memory of her late mother. But Sarah wants nothing more than to prove that she doesn't need Caleb's help to succeed. But the event fails, and Caleb uninvitedly steps in to save the day. A rift that follows unearths a decade of grievances and doubts. Are they truly the same person they were when they got married at 19? Are they supposed to be? This looks beautiful. I cannot wait to read that. So that's all the full price books, and now the next one's a charity shop, and yet again I've done really well on charity shop buys. This first one was like 20p, it was on offer. I've read one book by this author. This is The Proposal by Jasmine Gilroy, and I read one book which is like a retelling of something, and this is just a saucy romance, and it's summer romance, a charming, ward, sexy gem of a novel, apparently. When the freelance writer Nicole Peterson goes on to a Dodgers game in LA with her ex-boyfriend, the last thing she expects is a scoreboard proposal. Saying no isn't difficult. They've only been dating for 5 months, and he can't even spell her name correctly. The hard part is having to face a stadium full of disappointed fans. At the game with his sister, Carlos Ibarra comes to Nick's rescue and rushes her away from the camera crew. He's also there for her when the video goes viral and Nick's social media goes crazy. Believing that neither of them are looking for anything serious, Nick embarks on an epic rebound with a handsome doctor filled with food, fun and fantastic sex. That just sounds fun. It just sounds like a good cheesy read, which is what I'm going to need. Then I got from the charity shop near me, I got this one, which is Jill Mansell's This Could Change Anything. Again, a summary. I like Jill Mansell's books. This is one of her older ones. And then on the one hand, if Essie hadn't written the letter, the one thing her best friend was meant to see, then she'd still be living like an actual proper couple, tucked up with Paul in a picture-perfect cottage, and maybe even planning their wedding. On the other hand, if her true feelings hadn't accidentally been taken the internet by storm, that is, she wouldn't have moved into the attic flat on the square, she wouldn't have met Connor or got to know Lucas, and she wouldn't have found herself falling in love with someone she really shouldn't do. It sounds like fun. I think Swoop's upset the lighting on this video, by the way, because it's gone funny. Then I've got, actually, I'm going to save that one. I was going to like show you one of the books I've got, but now I've got 2 more books, and then it's 3 blooming something else. And this is the one I got yesterday when I went to my charity shop. Paid a bit more because I wanted to donate a bit extra to the charity shop. I am really not happy with the lighting on this. Sorry about this, guys. And this is the Scottish Island Summer. It's part of this series that this author writes. I've read A Bookshop on the Lot and A Scottish Highland Hideaway. This is her latest book, and I got it for £1.50. How cool is that? When an ambitious city girl, Darcy Freeman, is sent to the island of Skye to conduct research for a travel guide, she is horrified. The prospect of having to travel to a remote island in the Scottish Highlands leaves her wondering what she'll do. Step in, Logan Burns. Gorgeous and adventurous, he lives and breathes at the island. As Darcy swaps her designer shoes for walking boots, will she learn more? There's more to life than the picture-perfect presence she shares on social media. That just sounds amazing. I can't actually see me reading that quickly. Getting to the charity shop near me again. I bought this one for like 20 odd p. Larkwood Fell by Frida Light, but I have enjoyed her books. It's basically about sisters, Beth Brandon and her sister Sarah, who are polar opposites in every way, except for their love of their home, Larkwood Hall. Beth is a romantic with the dreams of an idyllic life in rural Lakeland, whereas Sarah is a risk taker, determined to do what it takes to achieve the lifestyle she creates. But when tragedy strikes, both sisters are forced to come to terms with an entirely new situation. Sarah flees to Italy, while Beth throws herself into an unplanned marriage. Just sounds good. Sisters, that kind of thing. Historical fiction, I believe. I really have got to put all these away. And now I've got 3 mysteries. So it's kind of cool that Alice's birthday month I bought 3 mysteries. I'm quite happy with that. So I bought one that you guys, I'm not talking about this too much because you've seen it on my TBR and I've mentioned it on other books. I got this on ABE Books because it's for Jane Austen July. It's Miss Austen Investigates by Jessica Ball. Historical fiction about Jane Austen being a detective. I don't need to know any more. I'm well looking forward to reading that in July. And then the last 2 are from the charity shop where I work. And this is the 3rd or 4th book in the series. No, this is the 4th book in the Richard Osman series. The Last Devil to Die. It's the Thursday Murder Club series. I've got the first 3. And this is shocking news reached the Thursday Murder Club. An old friend in the antiques business has been killed and a dangerous package he was protecting has gone missing. As the gang spring into action, they encounter art forgers, online fraudsters and drug dealers, as well as a heartache close to home. With the body count rising, the package still missing, and trouble firmly on their tail, has their luck finally run out? Or will the last devil and who will be the last devil to die? And then lastly, a book that I'm counting it in my historical fiction book, but it is a mystery as well, so this is why I'm counting it as a part of my mysteries. The List of Suspicious Things by Jenny Godfrey. I got it from the charity shop for £2. It's not been out that long. It was only on sale for £1 because of the fact the spine is quite broken, but I offered to pay an extra £1 because I wanted to donate to the charity, and I was prepared to buy this full price because of Katie. And this is set, my kind of era, in Maggie Thatcher as Prime Minister. Drainpipe jeans are in, and Miv is convinced that her dad wants to move to family down south because of the murders. And this was at the time when all the murders were happening. The Yorkshire Ripper was happening. Leaving Yorkshire and her best friend Sharon simply isn't an option. So Miv and Sharon decide to make a list of all the suspicious people and things down their street. People they know, people they don't. But in search of the truth, reveals more secrets in their neighbourhood. And within the family, it's possible and between each other. It's mystery. So I've decided that if you got to the end of this video, leave me a magnifying glass emoji. So what do you think of the books I bought this month? I am really sorry about the lighting. What do you like them? Which books are you excited about? Which books have you been getting in June? Let me know in the comments down below. I love talking to you all down below. Yeah. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, ring on my ding-a-ling. So I had lots of viewers that are not subscribed, so give me a ring. I hope you enjoy all my videos anyway. But yeah. Take care, everyone. Bye.